From Mesa to Avondale to Phoenix, certified child passenger safety technicians will work one-on-one with families to educate and offer peace of mind during the Safe Kids Maricopa County 22nd Annual Car Seat event. All the details next on 12 Weekend Today.
Welcome back to 12 Weekend Today. According to the Maricopa County Department of Public Health, car seats are used incorrectly up to 90% of the time. Wow. And while car crashes remain one of the leading causes of death for children, a study released by Safe Kids Worldwide reveals some alarming information. 25% of parents say they've driven with their children unrestrained. Men are slightly more likely to skip installing or using child restraints than women. 34% of parents with household incomes of $100,000 or more say it's okay to leave kids unrestrained for short trips, compared to 15% of parents making less than $35,000. And 23% of parents under the age of 30 say it's okay to ride with an unrestrained child while traveling overnight, compared to 13% of parents older than 30. Jim Garnan with NARPRO is joining me now to talk about car seat safety and how you can, help make sure that your children are riding safely in the car. So what are some tips that you want to share with us today, Jim?
Well, we find that a lot of seatbelts or the harness straps are loose. In order to be tight, you shouldn't be able to pinch the webbing over itself. If you can actually pinch the webbing, then you need to cinch it up and make it tighter. Harness should be up across the breastplate, should be good and tight. This child's relatively safe. This one would be a rear-facing child seat. And typically on a rear-facing child seat, you want to have the straps entering below their shoulder. If the strap is above their shoulder, they have room to slide up and possibly slide out. Rear-facing seats are by far the safest. So you want them rear-facing till at least 2 years old, or max out whatever the seat says it can be.
And I bet, you get in a routine, and I bet you maybe just leave whatever last kind of tightening you had last time. So how often should you make sure and double check just all the straps?
Pretty much every time you put them in the seat, you should do a quick check and make sure that the straps are tight and the seat doesn't move more than an inch side to side or front to rear. You want to make sure that this seat is helping protect the child. The booster seat law in Arizona right now, you have to be 4 foot 9 inches tall or 8 years old to be out of an approved seat. And really, if you're over 8 but still small, stay in the seat. It's an artificial hip plate. It helps the lower lap belt hold you in place in the car. In NARPRO, we're concerned about cars, but we're even more concerned about the people that are in it, particularly the small ones.
What's the most common mistake you see?
Advancing the child too soon, either moving the straps too high up or turning them over to forward facing. They feel the kid's feet pressing against the seat is an indication they're uncomfortable. Really, you put a kid on the ground, they sit like Gumby. They're going to be sitting in ways I'd need help standing up. They don't care that their feet are up against the seat. And their ankles are bent, their knees are bent, their hips are bent. Their body is designed to flex. The seat behind them, crash force, you normally drive them to the front of the car. So by having that seat behind them, the seat absorbs the force. Plus the seat moves a little bit, so the time that force is displaced on the child is greater. These are awesome for keeping kids safe.
Where can parents go just to double check and make sure that they're doing everything right?
Well, there's a website that you can go to for Safe Kids, find locations to have it done. But this coming weekend, we're having an event across the valley. So we can help you install your seat properly. We can help you get a seat if you don't have one. So please come out, make sure your kids are safe.
And what are some of those locations and times?
Well, we have, it's from 9 o'clock till noon on next Saturday. North Phoenix Baptist Church. There's a church in the West Valley and a Target in the East Valley. So it's pretty easily to get to any one of them next week.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Jim. We really appreciate your expertise.